Okay. Lost love. How you real, you cross me when you know I'm solid. Wonder how you feel, like is it on you? So deep, the pain ain't stopped. Pain ain't. Lamar Jackson got a pocket. Weird, cause you used to play like Kaepernick. We got the past that sad to say, but you know I'm master. Do no peace treaties, it's forever up. The beat can your feathers up. Have a shorty said don't leave out. You ever seen your homies? I'm talking pain. Some of my look like Ruby Rose. Like Bay used the rose. No, you ain't love me. But tell them how though. Cause I noticed the bad acting like still in tune with the streets. See, I can hear the got me staying on point. I feel like Derek Fish. Hurt, man. I had to cut off my sisters. Almost on a fanny, blitz me for a picture. I'm paranoid, so proceed with caution. When I'm mad, I got an attitude like Steve Austin. My dog and we all lost. Ain't no more.
And I was 14 with a small locket. No more fair ones, now we all hopping. This shit got a kick, but it's not boxing. 100 on my body, that's a regular outing. I'm trying to net 100 million, I can't get it from browsing. I can't get it from scrolling, I used to get it from housing. On the 4th floor in Nannish, trying to give me 1,000. Sneaking money. You know you lying, why you speaking funny? The fact, why you speaking to me? Put my phone on D&D for all the leeches. Touring foreign beaches and probably...
It's the Eastern Conference on display featuring the Philadelphia 76ers. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. With Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us as well. Oubre, good. Stan, both teams here love to get out and run the floor.
Oh, yeah, this pace is going to be incredible. Our heads will literally be on a swivel tonight, Kevin, and we're going to see a lot of plays in transition and maybe a lot of turnovers as well.
Well, we're buckled in either way. And here's Maxey after Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. Pass to Brown. Tatum on the wing. And the dunk by Tatum.
Tatum good for at least one highlight finish a night. This guy is box office.
Maxey looking it over. On the wing, George. Pass to Grimes. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Oubre. There's the 3. Porzingis with the rebound. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla. When I asked him how hard it is to game plan for Paul George, he just chuckled. He said he's one of the hardest guys in the league to guard. I really challenged our team to make sure we're communicating whenever he has the ball. It will be, as always, a team-first approach to slowing down PG-13. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Here's George. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Embiid wide open. Misses the jumper.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
How about the speed with which Tatum gets down the court? Awesome at reading the defense and then exploiting the opportunity in the open floor.
Pass to Grimes. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Celtics.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
He doesn't get the second one. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
And it's Paul George with the finish.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 11.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Outside, George shoots over Brown. Here's Grimes. Still scoreless. Good on the shot.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, you want to be aggressive and get the other guys on their heels.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 13. No good. That's just his first miss in 7 shots. To the inside. Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
And the leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy's determined to finish.
Brown inside. The layup off target. The 76ers trailed by 3.
Oh, clever pass there from Maxey. So good at finding his teammates.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Boston. Pass to Tatum. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Tatum's got 15.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
G8, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
Yeah, look, never tempt the guy with a sure thing. No surprise to see him taking advantage like that.
Here's Maxey. No good on the last second attempt there. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. What an amazing... 14. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said they can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk.
Outside Tatum. Tatum using his size inside.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Embiid. And it's sent back by Horford.
And still capable of being your defensive anchor. Horford is excellent at positioning himself to block shots. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
No good from Yabusele. Boston leading by 9. Outside Holiday. Pass to Pritchard. Down low. And the dunk by Porzingis.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Here's him. Oh, wow. What a slam from Embiid.
And it's no secret that Embiid enjoys the spotlight. When he gets a chance to show off some, he seizes it.
Holiday with the 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
Here's Tatum. Misses the layup.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Inside. Nice shot by Yabusele. And now it's only a 5-point Boston lead.
With the ability to make plays from the wing, Paul George is a complete offensive player.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Making a switch here.
Substitutions for the Celtics.
1:49 left in the first half. Pass to Pritchard. Back to White. Celtics passing it around. Porzingis with the ball. Guarded by Embiid. Here's Pritchard. Tatum on the wing. Off target from outside. And the points coming for them now, Greg in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Pass to McCain. For 3. And Pritchard pulls it down. Celtics leading by 5 to the middle. And the rejection by Embiid.
And how about the anticipation from the big fella? Embiid is one of the league's premier shot blockers.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. They've led by as many as 11 points. Outside, White. And just miss after miss right now.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
And he's good on the second. There's 31 seconds left in the first half of the game. Out to the wing. Pass to Pritchard. Now Tatum. Emphatic finish by Tatum.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
Here's Yabusele. Nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. The Celtics with the lead. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
Pass to Embiid. Second shot opportunity. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one. It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
They set the pick to the paint. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. I personally love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
Here's Embiid. Count the basket. Embiid's got 6 points.
And looming large on the interior. Embiid, hard to deny.
Brown with it. Butler covering. Back to Holiday. The three from Tatum. The three is drilled by Tatum.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
And here's George for three. And they'll get another chance. The three from Tatum. He can't get that one. The 76ers trailed by 6. Pass to McCain. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Boston leading by 4. It's Brown on the wing. The Celtics working the ball around now. Pass to Pritchard. Tatum on the wing. 5 to shoot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And it's the attention to detail that sets Tatum apart from most players in our league.
The Celtics shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
Maxey attacking. Comes up empty down low. And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play. Brown's shot is good. And the Celtics lead by 8.
That's just Jaylen Brown putting in the work in close.
To the middle. Cuts it 5. That one is good from Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 4 points in the quarter.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
The 76ers trailed by 6. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the 3rd now. Maxey makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team, showing that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time. And this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Down low. Here's Tatum. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. Philadelphia shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Boston making a switch here. The 76ers trail by 4. Nifty move. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
And both free throws good for Paul George. There's 39 seconds left in the 3rd. Here's Pritchard. Nothing on the board. Brown outside. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And here's George. Now Drummond. Back to Maxey. Good on the 3-point shot. Maxey's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in this second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
1 second left. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. That concludes the 3rd quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game.
44.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And it's Maxey with the ball for Philadelphia. It's a 1-point game. Three-pointer. Horford with the rebound. Here's Pritchard. Here's Tatum. It's hauled in by Paul George.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Pass to Grimes. 6 to shoot. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
Nice read by Maxey. Sees it, hits it, done.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Now here's Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Tatum with it. Rebound by Joel Embiid. The 76ers leading by 3. Ripped away. Right wing. Tatum deciding where to go with it. And stolen by Maxey. And again, Philadelphia turns it over. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Listened in on what Joe Mazzulla told his team. Now he's encouraging them to keep attacking in the paint. He said, when we get inside, we score. Simple as that. Keep attacking. Don't settle for anything that's not at the rim. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Outside, Maxey takes it inside. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
Philadelphia leading by 5. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
First team foul.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Here's Oubre. Porzingis with the block. Brown outside. Pass to Tatum. Excellent D there from George.
Yeah, and he seems to have lost his rhythm all of a sudden. This has not been his court.
There's 1:59 left in the 4th quarter. Porzingis with the block. And they're able to recover. Outside, Brown. Boston again missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Porzingis with the block. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Outside, Tatum. Back to Brown. Pass to Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. It's Brown on the wing. To end the cold streak. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Back to Oubre. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound, Boston.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with. and it worked out for him that time.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Brown. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
It seems like Brown always has something cooking, and he shows up big when they need him most.
Another shot. Yes!
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 5. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Jason Tatum, third personal foul, second team foul.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Drew Holiday, first personal foul, third team foul.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Tyrese Maxey, 2 shots.
Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Perfectly done at the strike there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
Now a timeout called by Boston. 12 seconds left in the 4th. Guys, your thoughts?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
Here's Grimes. Here's Maxey. Got it. So it's the 76ers winning this.
On the beat.